Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. Let's talk makeup because I've been holding back buying makeup. A lot of it was because I was waiting for the Ulta 20% off for Rouge's event that usually happens later in the year around November. But then they did this appreciation event. And combine that with Ulta sent a 30% off coupon for, there were several different brands on there, but it included Makeup Revolution. And then the collaboration between Emily Noel 83 and Makeup Revolution came out. And I'm sitting on a nice little haul here that I want to share with you all. So first, let me start with the Ulta order that I placed in with the Makeup Revolution products, because that's all I bought from Ulta was Makeup Revolution products. It is a brand that I'd heard things about. It's come up in the beauty world quite a bit, but I never really tried anything. A lot of their like eyeshadow palettes seem to be kind of dupes and imitation palettes from other brands, and it didn't call me. I wasn't interested. But I placed an order with Ulta, and I've been trying out their products so I can give you some initial thoughts on Makeup Revolution. So the first product that I ordered is this Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. It's a setting powder. And as a setting powder, it works really nice. It does have a pretty nice texture. It's finely milled. I'm trying to open it, but let me show you how it opens. It has this cap, right? And then it has a second cap, and then it has just a hole. So you definitely, yeah, it's very smooth texture to it. You need to use the cap in order to put it on, and I find that this is too small. So I really don't like this packaging and this like whole thing here. I really don't like it. I prefer my setting powders with sifters and a wider opening on top. But still, I've tried this a couple of times, and so far so good with it. It's been really good for setting my under eye and all over my face. So I'll keep trying it, and I will be doing a dedicated video to review all of these Makeup Revolution products. All right, next up, I ordered the foundation stick. This had intrigued me since it came out. Mine's in the color F12, and it is a pretty good match. It's what I'm wearing today. So I'm NC42 in MAC, and this matches me really well, especially right now that I have a little bit more color in my face and my body. So I have very oily skin. I'm going to be doing a full video just on the foundation stick because it's not necessarily the best for those of us with extremely oily skin. But I have been able to make it work, so I'll give you more thoughts on that. Okay, the next one is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer and Contour. This is the product that everyone went crazy over a while back because they said it was a dupe for the Tarte concealer. I don't find it to be a dupe, but I am liking it. For me, this one is more comparable to the ColourPop concealer in that it isn't full coverage, at least for me. I have very dark under eye circles, and so this one's not full coverage for me. So, not a dupe, but I have been liking it. I've been wearing it. It doesn't accentuate the fine lines in my under eye area. It's worth a shot. Then I wanted to order a liner. I've been wanting to try more liquid liners because I've recently gotten into them, and I do have a video on the ones I have. And I was like, you know what? I don't have any drugstore liners. Let me go ahead and try some. So I got this one from Makeup Revolution. That this is the tip of it, and let me show you the line it can create. So hopefully you can see on there, it's a little bit thicker than the liner that I've been using, which is the Kat Von D one. But it is what I have on today. So far so good. I need to check and see if they will withstand like watery eyes. It doesn't say that it is waterproof, but ideally I would need my eyeliner, my liquid liner, to be waterproof because I get allergies and I cry at the drop of a hat, so I need it to stand in my eyes. All right, fun stuff. I picked up a few palettes, and I picked up this particular one, which is really, really nice. Now, I don't know if these have names. They have stuff in the back. It says Revolution Reloaded Division, but I think they all have that. It's the one with these like green tones in it. So that'll help you decide. But this is a really good palette. The mattes in this palette are super, super smooth. Let me swatch some of these for you. They're very smooth, very buttery. So these aren't the best swatches, but they're super smooth, very buttery, not powdery at all. And they blend like a dream. Like, I was so freaking impressed with this palette right here that, like, I keep wanting to use it, except I have a bunch of other palettes to show you, but this one's really good, and I'm actually thinking of picking up more of these because you can find them for just $7, and $7 for this makeup formula, and you're getting a ton of shadow in here. I think it's a steal. Like, if you haven't tried Makeup Revolution and you're wanting to try their eyeshadows, I think the formula in these palettes is really, really good. Then so this was before the collab with Emily went out, but I wanted to try a variety of the different shadows that Makeup Revolution has. And I saw this palette. It's the Soph X palette, and she's an influencer I did not know about, truth be told. But I love the palette that she designed with Makeup Revolution. But look at this. Look at this palette. It is just, it's a warm toned. It is pretty. It has a little bit of coolness, but it's mostly warm. And I loved how warm these mattes here are, how beautiful this other corner looks. I only used it twice so far, so I'm still playing around with the quality, and I think it is a different formula than this one. I have to double check on that, but it feels like a different formula from the couple of times that I've used it. So just FYI. Now we get to the really good stuff. I picked up the Needs from the Emily Edit and Makeup Revolution collab. And this is the kind of palette that, if you haven't checked out her video, which, I mean, I think of course you've checked it out, but she designed to be like a full use palette so that you can travel with it and you have everything you need, or almost everything you need to do your makeup in just this simple palette. So she's went in and picked out products that are already in the Makeup Revolution line. And so I don't have any of their face products, none of their highlighters, nothing like that. So this has been my first experience with it. And I will be completely honest that I was really skeptical about this palette because when I saw her wearing this contour bronzer shade, it looked nice on Emily. And I was like, she's got more fair skin than I do. So I right away thought, this is not going to work on me. Except I've been using it for a full week. So, because I got these in a week ago. And it totally does work on me. It is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. And I think this is a contour shade that will work on people that are even a little bit darker than me. If you're in the darkest of the dark end of the spectrum, I don't think this one will work for you. But the positive part of it is that, and see, this is so funny, the swatch does not do it justice. It looks too light on there. But when you're applying it, it's got quite a bit of pigment. And the big kahuna though, the big kahuna is the wands. And this she designed as every possible color you could want. And it's, of course, it doesn't include every single possible color, but it is a full spectrum palette with a ton of variety, a ton of different looks you can come up with. I have been using it all week. I think I've oversaturated my Instagram feed with pictures of this palette because I've really, really been liking it. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. So you can do kind of more dramatic glam looks, but also just like simple everyday looks. And I love this palette for that. Now, in terms of the formula, I have found that the formula in this palette is more comparable to the Soap X palette than to this one that I really love. And I think this formula I prefer a little bit better because this one's still buttery. You can still blend really easily. I just find that I don't know. I need to use the mattes a little more and use them all over the lid to see if they're quite as smooth and even as some of these other ones that I've been trying. Because I kind of get a hint that there's a tiny bit of patchiness, not a ton or anything like that, but just a tiny bit in the mattes and with the others, the shimmers, they do take a little building in the eye. I don't mind that though. I like building rather than getting something that's overly pigmented and then you have more trouble kind of getting it to look natural on the eye. So I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to hopefully film a few looks for this channel, but if you are interested in it, definitely follow me on Instagram because that's for sure where I've been posting some of the looks I've been doing with it. All right, now for the Sephora order. 20% off, and it came at a time in which I was really stressed out, so I went ahead and took advantage of this 20% off. They were letting you use it once online and as many times as you wanted in person. So I did place an online order and I went in person as well, because after I placed my online order, I realized that there were a few things that I should have bought as like replacements that I didn't. One of those things is a new product that I've fallen in love with, new to me, and that is the Way Hair Care Wave Spray. I used up 2 travel sizes of this, and I'm currently working on my first full size, but I use this on a daily basis. I've been using this for about 2-3 weeks, so you can tell it's really easy to go through this hairspray. So I went ahead and got another one of those, and I've already used up 2 of these. This is the Way Hair Care Leave-In Conditioner. I've tried a bunch of different leave-in hair conditioners and detanglers, and this has been my favorite that I've tried so far. So I went ahead and got 2 backups because I have a lot of hair. So when I apply these leave-in conditioners, I use up a lot of product. And I was noticing that in the one I'm currently using, which is my second one I've bought, that I'm already running, you know, in the last third of it. So I had to go pick up a few more of those. Eventually I might have to look for something else at the drugstore, because if I'm going to be buying this much of it, it's going to get costly real quick. Oh, real quick, something I ordered online is this UB lip balm. UB is a brand I first tried because of Sephora, and I couldn't find the hand cream in the Sephora website anymore, so I just went on to Amazon and bought it because the hand cream just is the best thing when I'm trying to restore my hands after an eczema breakout. Speaking of lip balm, at Sephora I did get this Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Balm, which is a really nice everyday lip balm for your lips. It has the Sol de Janeiro smell, and so it's such a delight to put up to your face. Then I had forgotten to place an order for this when I placed the online order. It's the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder, and it's just a small like travel size of it. But setting powder is something that I don't use up very quickly. So when I saw that they had a little one of it, I thought this would be a better deal for me than buying the full size, which I would never get through. This I'm more likely, in this way I can try it and see how good it is. So review coming at some point. I got the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. I have not used this baby, and I was really hesitant to even get this palette because the colors in this palette don't look all that original. They don't look all that unique. I have every single color in here somewhere else. but people had really been raving about it, and I kind of want to test it out for myself because I the last few Urban Decay palettes I've gotten were not the best, and their holiday palettes especially, I think, are not the normal formula, and so I've been left with a little bit of a bad taste with Urban Decay shadows, but I decided to give it another try. And before I move on to the online order, when I went into the Sephora in person to buy all of that, I also stopped at an Aveda store and bought this calm concentrate. I first tried this. This is what the bottle looks like. Isn't it beautiful and luxurious looking? I first tried this when I went to Canada, and I went into an Aveda store and they gave me a little sample of this. I used it while traveling, and I still have a tiny bit left. I was trying not to use it all up because it does do a really good job of when my skin was freaking out a little bit, of just calming it, helping get rid of anything that might be happening on my skin. Now they say that this is especially good for people with like rosacea, eczema, that kind of thing, because it reduces the look of redness. And I don't have eczema or rosacea on my face. My main place where I get eczema is in the hand. But just FYI, for anybody that might be looking for something for the face, that I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette because the Anastasia Beverly Hills formula is one of my favorite formulas. It is powdery. It's very powdery, but I like it. So I really wanted to try out this palette. I've been hearing some really great stuff, but then also some mixed reviews. So we'll see, especially about those shimmer shades. Apparently they're much more glittery, and I don't like glittery shadows too much. So we shall see about that. I did buy another lip balm. This one's from Pharmacy, and it is the Honey Butter Beeswax lip balm. I've been trying the lip balm in the pot form and really enjoy it. That one and the Bite Beauty have been the most intense lip balms, where they actually help soothe and repair my lips when they are super cracked. So I thought I would get it in the stick form because I do prefer the stick to the pop. Let's see. Oh, this one's a little opened. I also got, on my kick with wanting to buy liquid liners, I got the Fenty Beauty liquid liner, and it's just in the "'Cause I'm Black" color. Ooh, I love the Fenty packaging. So, review coming up once I'm done trying all these liquid liners I've been getting. Also, Viseart kind of got me. So it's a translucent setting powder, and I like their eyeshadow formula. See, this is how you package setting powder. Next up, I bought the Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum. It's an eye cream. It says soothe and hydrate, but while traveling, I purchased a little kit with all of their, or a lot of their products to try, and in that kit was this eye serum. And this eye serum, I was starting to see results from using it, and for just using it a week. So I went ahead and got the full size because I have such deep under eye circles that I need a really good eye cream. And I had found a really good eye cream, the one from Algenis, the Eye Renew Balm, is miracle working. It really just made my deep dark under eye circles disappear. But then I got the Jo Malone perfume. This is the cologne in wood, sage, and sea salt. So I got the small one because this shit's expensive, guys. Quite expensive, actually. And I don't use perfume a lot because I teach and I don't need to be, attacking my students with perfume. But this scent I gifted to my mom and I gifted to my sister. So they both have this little perfume from Jo Malone, and I thought we'd make it a family thing. So now I just need to get it from my other sister. The first one I got is the Beauty Blender Balanced Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. I got mine in the color 7. blend 3.75. So hopefully it's a good match, because I was just kind of guessing on this stuff. But that has this interesting dispensing method where like you push this button in the back and it comes out through here, and it's super gimmicky, but I wanted to see if it works. So lastly, I also got the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. So this is I got it in the color tan. This is supposed to be a lighter, kind of everyday, barely there, glowy foundation, which typically I run away from. But my sister has started wanting to get into foundation, into liquid foundation, and she doesn't want something that's super full coverage like I normally wear. And I'm like, that's all I have. That's all I have to recommend. So I thought I would try this one, see if it's any good. And then if it works well, recommend it to my sister and let you guys know about it. So this is my haul that I got from Sephora. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of the products that I got, and what you got. Have you been splurging at Sephora like I clearly have been? Let me know down below. That is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.